Zohran Mamdani is the likely next mayor of New York City. And boy, do we love him. But not everybody loves him, including this person, apparently. The Patriot nurse, whom I've never heard of. It's so funny how, like, conservative nurses always, like, brand themselves as such. Like, you'd never know that I'm a nurse if I didn't tell you. I just, like, don't care to... it's not my thing, right? Like, it's not... I don't make it my whole personality. I don't know why, like, these nurses on the conservative side, like, have to brand themselves like that. It's a minor detail. I'm sure some leftists do it, whatever. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. Anyway, Patriot nurse. Zohran Mamdani unmasked. Secrets behind New York City's 2025 mayoral socialist. Not a socialist! Like I said in the last segment. Keep calling him that. Seriously. Keep calling him that. You're going on hiatus? Yeah, for my honeymoon. I'm not streaming this Friday or this upcoming Tuesday next week because I'll be in the Dominican Republic. So if you want to get at me, that's where to do it. My ops want to get me. That's where to do it. That's where I'll be. So without further ado, let us unmask this horrific, terrible socialist that will soon be New York City's next mayor.
Into the equation, the New York City Democratic mayor primary.
Oh, hold on. I want to get a feel for this girl first. Embrace freedom, preparedness, and self-sufficiency. I speak passionately about issues that matter. There are two parts to my channel's name, Patriot and Nurse. I use both sides of those labels to view the world and current events. Enroll in the Herbal Preparedness online course. Okay, we got herbal supplements, very nice. Foundations of Medical Preparedness course, very nice. Yeah, we got all the money shit here. Good stuff, good stuff. I mean, I also ask for money, so I'm not going to get on her case for that. But I also don't sell you bullshit natural herbal supplements, whatever.
Victor.
So.
Zohran Mamdani. Let's talk about this.
Mamdani!
Mainstream media has lit up about this over the past week. He's 33 years old. He is a Democratic Socialist. He was a New York State Assembly member since 2021. And he actually defeated Governor Andrew Cuomo.
The only products you should be viewing are on etsy.com/shop/GunterGrabs. Get your original crocheted plushies there, or commission me via email or Discord DMs. We've just sent out 2 commissions today. Very nice, very good stuff. You'll love it. And if you don't, well, I tried.
That right there should make you pay attention. The fact that you've got a young person.
Don't tell me she's a crystal mom as well. Of course she's a crystal mommy, okay? Like, crystal mommies go one of 2 directions. One, they're like hippie anarchist freaks, right? With like all the tats and like they live in a horrific environment that always smells like some kind of essence, right? What is it called? The sticks you burn, the incense. That's what I meant. Always smells like incense and weed, which I love them. They are the best. But then you have the evil crystal mommies, like this woman right here, like the ones who like go door to door selling their herbal supplements. They're probably anti-vax as well, I'm sure. Nurses, I'm sorry, nurses have a horrific anti-vax problem. Like, these dumb graduated nursing school, learned everything there is to know about vaccines, and immediately turned around and just threw it all out the window. Like, all of you. You.
Upstart, if you will, defeating effectively
but those are the 2 types of crystal mommies.
Well-oiled machine, because the Democrat Party is hardcore a machine in New York.
What?
We should definitely pay attention to this.
If the Democrats were a well-oiled machine, they would actually win. Like, this is, like, don't get me wrong, like, the deep state is there in some sense, but, like, no. The Democrats are floundering right now. They don't like Zohran Mamdani at all.
But we should pay attention to these trends that are happening in New York because New York is effectively the leading center globally for finance. That is huge. But also the influx of immigrants into New York.
Here we go.
Now, both legal
and
illegal,
hate brown
thanks
people.
To the shipping that's been happening. This also is serving as a loudspeaker.
Have you heard that there are brown people in New York that came from out of the country? That's crazy, man. They must be siphoning money from our system and siphoning our resources. We have to get these filthy brown people out of my... Like, just disgusting, disgusting. We should deport your ass.
For grander societal change that is happening en masse globally.
We should deport you so that you don't sneak herbal substances to your patients and tell them that vaccines are bad for them, right? Deporting you would literally be a net positive for this country.
In the West. Okay. So some of these proposals that Mamdani is advocating for is a $30 minimum wage. I mean, wow. $30 minimum wage? Why did I even bother going to nursing school? Never. Is advocating for is a $30 minimum wage. I mean,
great.
Wow. $30 minimum wage? Why did I even bother going to nursing school?
I don't know. Gee, because you wanted to help people? Oh, no, wait. That's not the reason. You just wanted money, apparently. Like, listen to these people talk. They don't care about anything. They're just like, ugh. Other people are going to make more money and have better lives? Pff, why did I bother getting an education in, I don't know, patient care? Why did I bother learning how to take care of people's basic medical needs? Ugh. Disgusting. Like, just wretched human beings. You know why I went into nursing? Of course, it's partly because of the money. I need to make money. But, like, I wouldn't have gone into nursing if I wasn't, like, at least a little bit passionate about it, okay? I enjoy helping people. I enjoy being the guy that people go to for health advice, you know? And being able, like, there was this one guy, I don't know if I ever told this story on YouTube, who crashed outside of my house. He was drunk driving, and he got in his car. He was across the street, and he crashed. Ran right into his own apartment building, put a big hole in it. And then he reversed, went backwards, thankfully didn't hit anybody, and stopped on basically there's a little hill that goes up to the apartments, and he stopped on there. And I ran outside with I saw this, and I ran outside with my book bag, my backpack, that had my blood pressure cuff and my thermometer in it. And I'm like getting his vitals and shit, and other people are helping. I'm like, okay, let's get him out of the car. Let's put him in the shade. And the police were called, of course, and an ambulance was called. Found out the guy was drunk. Like, and I was able to help with that process, you know, and that's great because I have the training to do it. Okay. That's why I became a nurse, to help people. Why did you become a nurse? I don't know. Probably because you're a power hungry freak who likes to abuse your patients. That's why a lot of people become nurses, especially when they're conservatives.
Never made $30 an hour as a nurse. I can guarantee you that one. He also is advocating effectively confiscating grocery stores, making.
Wait, what did she? Hold on, what did she say?
Hour as a nurse.
Never made $30. I make $41 an hour as a nurse. Oh, are you an LPN? Oh no, she's an LPN. Aw, she's an LPN. Oh no, no shade on LPNs. No shade, but specifically shade on her as an LPN, because I'm an RN. I outrank you, bitch.
I can guarantee you that one.
Shut up.
He also is advocating.
Go wipe ass.
Effectively confiscating grocery stores, making them government property. So city.
No, he's not.
Stores,
oh my God, they're so stupid.
Free childcare.
This is in reference to Zohran Mamdani's government-run grocery store policy. He is going to open up grocery stores in areas that either do not have them or do not have affordable ones. Okay, I think. Feel free to correct me on that. But it's he's not contesting any other grocery stores. This is just a lie.
From ages 6 weeks to 5
not free
years.
childcare.
Oh, I'm going to tear that one apart 6 different ways.
Oh, I bet.
Also, he wants to increase, this is hilarious to me, increase anti-hate crime spending.
Yeah, her dumbass threw out her Hippocratic oath out the window when she saw dollar signs, exactly.
By 800%. Like, how? What are you going to do? Put up, like,
tax the billionaires, tax the rich.
Billboards saying, hate has no home here, because we know how well that works. I want to see the flags that are saying, bring all the hate here. Like, really, just to take the contrarian position. But seriously, what are you going to spend money on that's going to combat hate? You can't legislate morality and fix heart.
Isn't it like programs to educate people on like cultural issues? Like, I don't know exactly. I'm not well educated enough to know. Here, we can look though. I mean, I'm sure it's an easy enough Google search. Let's learn together, shall we? He's pretty specific on his policy stuff. Wow, it's all like, why Zohran won't condemn the Intifada, housing safety, Department of Community Safety. That's not it. Affordability, early childhood and education. Yeah, paying for our agenda, taxing corporations on the 1%. There it is. LGBTQIA plus protections. Queer and trans people across the United States are facing an increasingly hostile political environment. New York City must be a refuge for LGBTQIA plus people, but private institutions in our own city have already started capitulating to Trump's assault on trans rights. Meanwhile, the cost of living crisis confronts working class people across the city, hits the LGBTQIA plus community particularly hard with higher rates of unemployment and homelessness than the rest of the city. The Mamdani administration will protect LGBTQIA plus New Yorkers by expanding and protecting gender affirming care citywide, making New York City an LGBTQIA plus sanctuary, and creating the Office of LGBTQIA plus affairs. So that's one thing. That's one anti-hate thing. No one should face persecution or be denied care on the basis of their identity. Zohran will strengthen and uphold the rights of queer and trans New Yorkers through multiple sanctuary protections. So yeah, he's just like going to bolster anti-discrimination protections. That's what he plans to do.
Problems with pens on paper. That doesn't really work. So Mamdani's propositions are, kind of the soft way to socialism. But I mentioned something to you about his background, and I want to share this with you right now.
I love socialism.
So let's talk about...
Like I said, keep saying that he's a socialist. Keep saying it. Feed me more. Because once New York City is like better as a result of his policies, y'all are going to love socialists. Y'all are going to be slobbering for more socialism. Oh my God. Not you maybe, because you hate people in life. But me personally, I like people in life. So I want more socialism, personally.
Mamdani's family for a minute. We need to contextualize where this dude came from. We need to...
here comes the racism. We need to Oh, that's a lightning bug that got in. Hello, little friend. We'll have to remove you in a bit. Well, yeah, we need to contextualize where he came from, because as you can see, he's clearly brown. And brown people are a no-go, for me personally.
Contextualize where he came from, because these things matter when you're talking about a 33-year-old. We're not talking about a 45-year-old, a 50-year-old, a 60-year-old.
What?
Not to disparage 33-year-olds, because a lot of them stormed the beaches of Normandy, right? But when you're looking at our modern-day experience, you're looking at a man who effectively, when you look at Mamdani's background, this man has effectively worked in, how shall we say this? He hasn't really created anything in his life.
What have you created? Oh, I'd love to see your creations, your herbal supplement store, right? Not even shit that you created, but certainly shit that you peddle as though it actually works. What the fuck have you created? A 500,000 subscriber dog shit platform where you can tell lies to people about socialism? Like, shut up.
Life. He hasn't really run things successfully, to my knowledge.
Dog, even as a nurse, a very noble profession, even as a nurse, your words were $30 an hour minimum wage. Why did I even become a nurse? Fuck you. Drink piss.
Maybe you know something.
Drink piss.
But his family are very interesting. Both of his parents are actually, to my knowledge, both his mother and his father are Columbia professors. Now, his father is very interesting. So his father actually, and I have a link to this on my Patreon page. On my Patreon page, there's an interview with Mamdani's father. And his father is a serial agitator. He has made a professional career out of effectively...
Why did you do this stupid face? Like, just get to the point. You're annoying as dog shit.
Capitalizing on the struggle of the colonized versus the colonizer. Straight up Marxist paradigm. His father is a dyed-in-the-wool Marxist, and he teaches effectively, you could call it conflict studies.
You know colonization is bad, right? Like, that's a thing that we should be struggling against. Are you telling me that his father is anti-colonialism? That sounds rad as shit. Wish my father were anti-colonialism. That'd be cool. Hey, Dad, if you're watching this, maybe don't deny the genocide happening in Gaza. That'd be pretty cool of you, man. I wish he were my dad.
But his father's background is even deeper than that. So if you do little bit, I'm talking
it gets worse.
10 minutes of Wikipedia on this. And all this stuff matters because in the...
10 minutes of Wikipedia. Let's test that theory, shall we? Zohran, Mamdani, family. Zohran, Mamdani, Wikipedia. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Early life. Father is Mahmood Mamdani, a former Indian expatriate in Uganda of Gujarati Shia Muslim descent, who is a post-colonial studies professor at Columbia University. His mother is Meera Nair, an Indian-American filmmaker of Hindu Punjabi descent and a recipient of the Padma Bhushan Award. That's pretty... What's the Padma Bhushan? Let's take a look at that. The Padma Bhushan is the third highest civilian award in the Republic of India, preceded by the Bharat Ratna and the Padma Vibhushan, and followed by the Padma Shri. Instituted on the 2nd of January 1954, the award is given for distinguished service of a high order without distinction of race, occupation, position, or sex. The award criteria includes service in any field, including service rendered by government servants, including doctors and scientists, but exclude those working with the public sector undertakings. As of 2025, the award has been bestowed upon 1,341 individuals, including 38 posthumous and 101 non-citizen recipients. Sounds pretty good to me. Man's got plot armor. Like, look at his parents. He's got the fucking lineage. He's the chosen one. This is like classic shonen anime shit. You know, like Luffy's dad is the revolutionary. We don't know who his mom is yet, but his grandpa is like, I guess, an okay Marine, sort of ish. Like, you know, Ace's dad was like, oh, that's spoilers. Sorry, I can't say that. But well, I guess technically I already gave you spoilers about Luffy's dad. If you don't, okay, sorry. If you don't know that shit, sorry. Go watch One Piece already. All right, it's been decades. Anyway, point being, his parents sound pretty base to me. I'm glad I spent the 10 minutes to check out where his family comes from. They sound pretty sick.
In the West, we don't judge a man for his father's actions, right? But we should contextualize an individual's background based on who the key.
But I'm going to.
Now, his father.
But I'm going to anyway.
Up in Uganda, had kind of this very.
We don't judge a man for the actions of his parents, but you know what? I think in this case we can, because he's a filthy, disgusting brown Muslim socialist, right? Yeah. Fuck you.
Very, like, mixed experience because he was an ethnic minority in Uganda. He was a variety of Muslim that came from India, basically, and his family had moved there, you know, several generations before. But he came to the United States. Mamdani's father came to the United States.
Is this mine? Wait, hold on. Is it clipping because of me, or is this the video?
But he came to the United States. Mamdani's
That's
father.
the video. Oh, that's just the video. Okay, great production quality here. Very good stuff. Thank you for that.
Came to the United States on a student visa. Oh, pay attention to this one. It gets good.
Oh boy.
So he was actually part of the Kennedy airlift, wherein
he was
these
immigrant
oppressed people from Africa were airlifted over to the United States to take advantage of our educational institutions. While
God
here in
forbid.
the United States during the 60s and the Civil Rights era, Mamdani.
We're educating people from Africa? Well, that, we need to kill them, actually. We need to send them back and feed them to sharks or something. Like, what are you talking about?
Mamdani's father, while here on a student visa, participated in civil rights agitation. So he boarded buses and effectively came down to the South to stir up trouble. What he would say.
Wait, he came to. Wait, hold on. This is insane to me. Oh my God. She's straight up like, mother dad came to the United States to do civil rights, and that's a bad thing. He went to the South where segregation was taking place, and he quote unquote stirred up trouble. By all means, please expand upon that. What's the trouble that he stirred up, ma'am? I'd love to know. What's the alleged trouble that what is this troublemaker doing here, huh? Boarded the bus. I can't believe he boarded segregated buses and said, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Oh my, it's like actually so bad. Like, it's just slop world now. It's just like these people are scum. Donald Trump really, like, I've said this before. If there's one thing Donald Trump, like if there's one favor Donald Trump did us, right? It is exposing the rot that has been festering under the carpet of the United States for decades, centuries even. Like you're talking descendants and apologists for slave owners who are now coming out and just being like, yeah, the brown people, I hate them, get them away from me or else I want to own them. That is the people that we're talking about. Disgusting, wretched like this, okay? Just the worst of the worst.
Maybe participate in the class struggle, right? Participate in the class struggle. And he got arrested. And
a disgrace to your profession.
FBI, and per his own recounting, the FBI...
I feel sorry for any patients of color that she has. Like, holy shit.
I asked him if he was a Marxist.
Investigate
and what he
her.
says is, I didn't even know who that was. Really? You mean to tell me you didn't know who Marx was, and yet you're sitting here agitating for things, and your whole bit is conflict studies on like colonialism and empire? Really? Okay. So he basically says after that he was influeed by Marx.
Man was ADHD, okay? Like he didn't... Okay, he didn't know who Marx was. I don't know who a lot of people are too. Like, he was clearly an ADHD king over here.
And the link that I have on the Patreon page for the supporters there, you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Good.
The background and his...
Okay, Patreon. July newsletter. The serpent still whispers. Oh, you can only read this for $5 a month, you see. Live stream. She does live streams? Oh, I gotta get in on that. Hold on. Is she live now? I don't think she's live now. Or wait, does she do Patreon exclusive live streams? I'll bet it's Patreon exclusive. Streamed 2 days ago.
Welcome to
no,
the
it's not.
Nurse.
Oh, dude. Show chat replay. Let's see it. You clean up good. Maybe we will look out here in Minnesota. D. Ilana Mar will move there. Hi, Patriots Nurse. I followed your podcast for about 5 to 6 years. I love it, lol. But anyway, growing in New York and New Jersey, Puerto Rico, I felt we are losing control of our country, the USA. Part 2 leaves to believe Trump a great, but the illegal and criminal and these Muslim extremists are going this into a civil war. The next election is going to an events we may not. That's beautiful. Just like the cream of the crop here in your audience. I really only like the whole idea on respecting the working class. Does that make me a Marxist? I doubt it. It doesn't matter. I don't give a f if you're Marxist. Just believe in good things. Believe in good things, okay? Please. It doesn't matter if you're Marxist. Why does everyone that votes for socialism say it's never been implemented correctly? Yeah, because capitalism is being implemented incredibly correctly right now. Here we go. This is what you get when you let Islamic and Muslim illegal aliens come across the border. Greetings and salutations from beautiful Elmwood Place, Ohio. Get the f out of my state.
His closing statement
what
is
an audience
effectively, these are the people who have influenced me. This is Mamdani's father. Mamdani's father is big into capitalizing on conflict from an educational sense. And he came here first.
Yeah. Capitalizing on conflict, like telling people to do civil rights. Horrible man.
On a student visa to do this.
Don't forget, guys, he was an immigrant. He was here on a visa. Remember, we're deporting those people now, okay? That's bad. That makes him a bad person.
Mamdani's mother,
that makes him dog shit.
Interestingly enough, is also a teacher.
And he's brown.
Professor at Columbia. And her background is also in conflict, but basically on being a filmmaker, right? So she's into the whole documentary thing and effectively shooting propaganda. Call it what it is. So I'm oversimplifying this dude's family, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is to give you kind of a window into who this man's formative influence.
Wait. Shooting propaganda? Like what? Like what? Like you are literally doing propaganda by saying that and then not expanding upon it. Like what? Here, let's look it up, shall we? Indian-American filmmaker, Mirabai Films, Mississippi Masala, The Namesake, The Golden Lion-winning Monsoon Wedding, and Salam Bombay. All right, well, this one won an award, so let's take a look. Monsoon Wedding. Comedy drama film directed by Mira Nair, set during a traditional Punjabi Hindu wedding in Delhi, and revolves, or is it Delhi or Delhi? I've heard it pronounced both ways. Revolves around the complex romantic entanglements of the characters. Deals with the organization of an enormous, chaotic, and expensive wedding that is due to take place in a modern Indian family. Hemant is the son of a family friend who lives in Texas. Aditi has only known him for a few weeks. As so often happens in Indian culture, such a wedding means that for one of the few times in each generation, the extended family comes together from all corners of the globe, bringing its emotional baggage. So it sounds like it's going to be like a generational trauma type deal, right? Like Coco. You know, the children's movie Coco. The eccentric wedding planner falls in love with Alice, the Vermas's maid. Ria grows concerned after she witnessed what appears to be Tej grooming a younger relative, 10-year-old Alaya. Well, that's concerning. Aditi's younger brother, Varun, plans an elaborate dance for the pre-wedding party. Aditi sleeps with an old lover. I mean, it just seems like classic, like, drama to me. How is this propaganda? What's the propaganda here? Can she go through this and explain what is being propaganda? Like, where's the Marxism? I was expecting Marxism. See, like, this is my point. They just lie. She hasn't looked one bit at this person's movies. It didn't take long for me to just figure out this is a goddamn, like, romantic comedy.
Influencing opinions came from. His parents do not love the United States of America, period. They hate Western Republican thought, period. And so this now is who is a leading candidate for the largest city in the United States' mayoral election. I mean, this is a big deal. When you consider that oftentimes as New York goes, these trends start to sweep the rest of the nation. This is very troubling.
These trends, like the brown, I'm sorry I keep saying it, but like she's just talking about immigration. She hates brown people. You just hate brown people, and you know you can't say that. So you just like work you work in circles around it. You dance around it like a pussy. Like just say it. You're allowed now. You're allowed now. Why not just say it?
When you look at the nature of a charismatic and dynamic leader and what that can do for a movement, this is where we should really pay attention. Mamdani has some serious problems here. Just based on the fact that he's a socialist, we are guaranteed under the Constitution a Republican form of government. The end. Socialism and like the whole democracy thing. No, we are a republic.
He's a democratic socialist. What does that first word mean?
The end. So now, when you consider...
Dude, you don't know anything about socialism. Have you ever actually read what socialism is? Okay? It is worker-owned means of production. Democracy, the f are you talking about? No, I love democracy. I just prefer to have an educated populace that is, voting. Hello, baby. Are you here to say hi? I guess not. The Constitution, parts of it. No. You're doing this whole like, oh, well, America has it, so therefore it's bad. Stop that. Get that out. Expel that from your frontal cortex.
That we have a dude who's advocating.
I want to pet the kitty. I will not dox myself so that you can pet my kitty, but thank you for asking.
For effectively the abolishment of the Constitution, although he'll say, right, he'll say that he's all for the Constitution as far as like securing rights for people and
securing rights for people, whatever that means.
He's about the struggle. He's about the class struggle. And when I say the class struggle, he is hardcore into this bit on globalizing the Intifada.
Here we go.
And the thing is,
the scary brown words
is indeed a Muslim. Okay.
Yes!
From everything that I can put together, I don't see the dude being particularly Sharia-esque himself, just based on the fact that his father being a Muslim married a Hindu. So, like, that's not really a thing in very observant Muslim families. Like, the woman has to convert.
But he's still a Muslim and therefore bad. So let's focus on that part, okay? Like, dude, you're not even good at your own propaganda. I could do this so much better. I won't. But I could.
In order to be, considered, like the whole family to be considered things. So
he's like a Muslim, guys, but like not a real Muslim, but like not Sharia Muslim, but like still a Muslim. Think about it.
The family themselves.
Just call him a Muslim. Call him a fucking anti-Semite. Like, just do what Fox News is doing. They're good at propaganda. You are not.
In my opinion, you may have a different one, and if you think so, please leave me a comment below. But in my opinion, the family is more about socialism worldwide as a transnational ideology than they are necessarily about Islam.
Until we're all socialists, nobody is socialist. Socialist must be a worldwide movement. So yes, that's good.
Sharia. Now, when the two intersect, that's the thing. Like when Islamofascism intersects for the common purpose of taking down and dethroning.
A huge problem in today's United States of America, Islamofascism. No other religious fascism of any sort.
Islamofascism intersects for the common purpose of taking down and dethroning the United States and breaking up the Republic, then they'll totally play ball with each other. Churchill said it best. There's my Churchill book back there.
We are more likely to see the end of capitalism before we see any significant improvement in education, schools, or evil from. I just don't like the way that you're like essentializing things like democracy and the Constitution. Like, they're not perfect. The Constitution certainly has its flaws, but like there are good things in it that I want to protect, like freedom of speech and the right to defend yourself. I like those things. The right to vote. Democracy. I like that. Okay? I like the concept of democracy. I like the concept of public education. Okay? The schools suck, but we can make them better. All right? Stop doomer posting.
Churchill said it best. Democracy is a tool to be used and afterwards broken. Democracy is a tool to be used and afterwards broken.
What?
I.e., by people who would seek to break down the Republic and break down Western democracy.
Oh, yeah, I know, because it's Zohran Mamdani who wants to break democracy, certainly not Donald Trump.
Right? Meaning democratic, meaning the people en masse will participate in their government, not necessarily democracy over a Republican form of government. When they're mutual...
Democracy over what? You can have a democratic republic. That's what the United States is. I hate this idea that, like, we're not a democracy, we're a republic. We're a democratic republic. Christ, like, then stop voting. Okay, if we're not a democracy, then why do you vote? Stop voting. We're not a democracy. Stop it.
Goals of destruction of the West align. I totally see Mamdani and his buddies lining up. I mean, I saw, like many of you probably, I saw him speaking at a masjid, which is basically a Muslim house of learning and gathering. And he was really trying to recruit people, based on their like Muslim shared camaraderie and brotherhood. But the thing
bringing people together, oh, heavens forbid.
is, he and his mother's been a big part of this as well. He's big into this globalizing the Intifada, and this we should really pay attention to, okay? Because multiple...
No, he's not. He's literally been like, listen, I don't say that. He's never literally said that. They're all like, oh my God, he literally said globalize the Intifada. The Intifada. Like, no, he has not, first of all. Second of all, he never even endorsed it. He just always gets asked about it because, like, the people are racist and they're scared of the word Intifada because it's Arabic. They're scared of the scary Muslim words. If you actually break down what the it means, it's not scary, okay? You people are dumbasses.
Times he has either alluded to this fact that, like, Israel is this apartheid state, etc.
It is.
And I'm not going to go down hardcore on, like, the Israel path per se. I just want you to understand.
Do you enjoy dead children? Do you enjoy parents hugging the corpses of the child that just got blown to pieces? Collecting bits of their guts strewn across the sandy shores? Like, it's disgusting. And you endorse that. F*** you. F*** you, okay? If anybody should be deported, it's your ass.
Understand something here.
At the very least, you should lose your goddamn nurse's license. I'm not even going to hold back anymore. Yeah, take her nurse's license away. People like this need to be shamed and removed from all civilized parts of society. I'm so over it.
Whether you like this or not, Israel is the
okay, so in nursing,
legit...
let me back this up. I'm not kidding. In nursing, you learn how to be a good, multicultural, accepting nurse. Okay, to give holistic care in a culturally sensitive way, in a religiously sensitive way. Okay, you got a Muslim patient, maybe you're recommending, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't think of one off the dome. But if you have a patient who has certain religious or ethnic restrictions or customs or what have you, you need to respect that. And you still need to provide them with the care that you need to work with them and provide them care that works for them, okay? But you won't do that. And you have demonstrated that in this video. Yeah, f*** you. You should lose your license.
Something here. Whether you like this or not, Israel is the only legit democratic country in the Middle East. Everything else is a dictatorship.
At the very least, be re-educated.
So the fact that both he and his mother have been such hardcore advocates of this, and of effectively of boycott, divest, sanction, and all this, globalizing the Intifada, we really should pay attention to this. He's also said that he would arrest Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu if he came to New York because he values international law. I'm like, that's interesting. Okay, paying attention to that. So you're willing to enforce international law within the confines of the United States. And here's the thing, for the people who hate Israel.
Enforce international, yeah. That's what international law is. The same way we enforce federal law in the confines of a state, and state law in the confines of a city, and city law in the confines of a neighborhood. Like, what are you talking about? If the federal law is that you cannot commit murder, just because you do it within the confines of a state does not mean that the feds can't come after you for murder. If you break an international law in the confines of the United States, you should be tried on an international level. This is like basic 101 shit. The concept of democracy is horseshit. Rule of majority is a joke. The fact that no one sees how that's anti-equality and equity is why evil wins. Okay, wait, the rule of no one, then that's the rule of everyone. If you have the rule of no one, you have the rule of everyone. You have to have a system to make decisions about society in which we live. I've been told that we live in a society and we have to get along with each other and make decisions as a collective. Okay? That's what democracy's for. If not democracy, then by all means, name me a better system.
Okay, let's say that you hate Israel and you think, yeah, whatever, arrest Netanyahu.
Yeah.
If he's willing to enforce international law on that, how would you feel if he's willing to enforce international law when it comes to the rights of the child? You can't discipline your children according to how you wish.
What is she referring to? Discipline your children according to how you... Wait, yeah. If international law states that you can't beat your kids, then you can't beat your kids. Are you literally referring to beating your kids? She's literally like, think about it, guys. If international law says that you can't abuse your children, he's going to enforce that on you. Like, you're scum. These people are scum. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, they should never be listened to. They should never be taken seriously. Like, where do they come from? Where do they come from? And what do we do about them? They're a disease. People like this are just an illness, which is ironic given that she's a nurse. Likely an LPN because she stated that she hasn't made more than $30 an hour, and I'm an RN and I make 41. But that's beside the point. I'm just pointing out, you know, I do outrank her more than likely. So, you know, like I said, go wipe ass, okay? Stop giving out your medical opinions and go wipe ass.
You got to vaccinate your kid with everything now.
There it is. I knew it. I knew it.
And be careful who you side with.
I knew it.
Paying attention to these things is important.
Anti-vax piece of shit. Get the fuck out of my profession. Jesus Christ. What is it with nurses, man? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why does my profession attract so many shitty people who just have no earthly idea what they're talking about? Like, this is it's bad. It's real bad. Make nursing great again, okay? Patriot nurse. What do we do about these people? What do we do? Who in their right mind even watches this junk? It's not even well produced. Like, it's just boring, right? Like, how many views is she even pulling in? 25K on this. It's not bad. It's just, like, not what I'd expect from 576,000 subscribers. Okay, that's a little bit better. 5475. Okay, I won't diss her for views. She's, like, pulling some in. Fair enough. Still, like how, though? Like, it's not even good production quality. People just slurp this shit up, man. Like, there have to be... Listen, I believe in freedom of speech, but like I feel like sometimes there just have to be limits. Like people like this should not be allowed to spew their venom. It only makes society worse. As an RN and likely LPN, from one RN to likely an LPN, shut the fuck up and go wipe ass. Your opinions are dog shit. Either that or have your license stripped. I don't care. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.